right, we're live.
Yay.
Adjust that camera just a little bit. There we go.
There we are.
All right. Hello everyone. I'm Lonnie.
I'm Amberlicious.
I'm Single Sam.
And we are Untitled Nerd Network, brought to you by Infinity Flux out of Hickson, Tennessee. And this is episode number 113 of The Spoiling Dead. We're reviewing Season 8, Episode 14 of The Walking Dead. This episode was called Still Gotta Mean Something. This one was actually pretty good. I really didn't... Like, there were actually a handful of like little plot twists that I didn't see coming. Mm-hmm. First off, honest to God, like spoilers, letting everybody know, and
Spoilers.
Also remember to hit that subscribe
Goku.
button. What?
Goku's on.
Hello, Goku.
Mm-hmm.
Remember to hit that subscribe button. We're still giving away a Nintendo Switch. We have exactly 43 subscribers to go until we get the 1,000 mark. And once we get 1,000 subscribers, we will give away the Nintendo Switch.
Hell yeah, Batman.
But we
Hell
are
yeah.
very close. There were like a handful of like little fan theories that were confirmed in this one. Number one, the Junkyard people have a helicopter. That's been floating around the internet for a while because somebody thought to freeze frame a past episode where Rick was in the junkyard up on top of a trash heap, and you look way off in the background and there's like a helipad sitting there, plain as day. I don't like the dude at the beginning of The Talking Dead was talking like she had, like an ally with a helicopter. I'm pretty sure that was theirs.
Yeah.
I don't know how.
He's silly.
Like, I don't know how anybody
Don't
could maintain a helicopter.
He said April Fools. Anyway, I mean, I just
It still technically is April Fool's.
That's hilarious.
April Fool's Day. That like, I don't know. Like, I'll go ahead and say I'm not a really big fan of how Rick and Morgan ended up killing the rest of the Saviors.
Oh. Yeah, I didn't see that coming.
Yeah.
And, I mean, we've been saying for 3-4 episodes anyway that everybody's hung up on this revenge thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's not good. That's going to end up being very bad.
I'll go ahead
there
and
was
say...
I mean, I understand the one asshole dude with the long hair.
Yeah.
Like, I get that, and he totally deserved how he died.
Yep.
But to kill them other ones...
Yeah, I didn't expect that at all.
And
they were actually trying to help him.
Yeah.
Rick and Daryl for a while have been hung up on just kill everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and I understand where Daryl's coming from. Like, I really do. He went through a lot.
I don't really understand where Rick's coming. Well, I think Rick is just kind of going crazy again because Carl's dead.
Gone.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, I almost think that this episode you see the height. Like Rick is a villain in this episode. Straight up, he's a villain. Rick is more of a villain in this episode than Negan was.
Yeah, I agree. Because he's lost himself.
Which I really want to talk about Negan here in a little bit, but
we will. Yes,
Rick,
we know you want to talk about your favorite.
Rick basically, I think was at the absolute height of villainy at this point. And then at the very end, he finally breaks down and reads Carl's letter. And this is what's going to turn Rick around. Just in time for the end of the war for him to let Negan live.
Yeah. I mean, he probably thought it was time because even though he's not in his right mind per se, he knows that he was absolutely ruthless.
Yeah.
He does. And then after the fact and the adrenaline's chilled and he's at home, and he's like, I need to read this letter to kind of center myself and make sure that what I'm doing is right.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because that's what Carl was for Rick. His center.
His moral compass.
Yeah.
But it looks like they're still going to battle in the next episode, too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we've got at least...
It's not over, but it's getting there.
I'll go ahead and say they're not going to battle next episode. The final battle, at the very end of the next episode, we will see them going into battle. And then the season finale will be the battle. just about guarantee that. Next episode is going to be the setup. I wouldn't be surprised to see Simon get killed.
God, I can't wait for him to
That
die.
would be awesome.
I know that's ugly. That's not nice.
Like, Negan's going to find out who did it.
Oh, yeah.
And,
Who'd Negan pick up?
That's
the
what
question.
I keep wondering.
Is who?
Stanley Denon is in the chat. No, I'm not really 100%.
I don't know.
What?
Not really 100% sure what's being said there.
Yeah.
The only LA reference I can get is maybe
Maybe they're
the
Los Angeles.
people on the West Coast haven't seen it yet.
Then you need to turn it off, man.
Yeah,
Because
spoiler
it's
alert.
spoilers.
Okay,
Turn it off.
He said something else.
Movie is very. We don't speak Spanish though, man.
Yeah, I try though.
I'm really.
He says
I'm Negan. Well, I understand that. I understand I'm Negan. Are you trying to translate over there?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm good. I can't figure it out.
Okay.
But okay. So the whole Rick thing, like seriously, he's gonna read that letter at the end of this episode, and then we're gonna have that happy medium Rick. Probably the first time we've seen bearded Rick in a happy place. Not really a happy place, but a sane place.
Yeah.
Yeah,
settle down.
I'm saying they're gonna let Negan live. That
Hey,
has
Mary.
to happen. Negan is going to make. I'll go ahead and tell. Over the next 3 or 4 seasons, Negan's redemption story is gonna be the thing.
Oh yeah.
That
I'm sure.
like he's gonna be redeemed. It's gonna take a while because you don't just come back from what he's been up to. But Negan will be redeemed. Almost guarantee it. Of course, they killed Carl off, and Carl had a really good story going. And of course, who's to say?
I had to kill him off though.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, this is a show where you can't just recast people.
No.
Yeah, that does not happen.
So.
I really need to. We don't have
What?
our little.
Oh, Stanley,
What?
subscribe.
Yeah, thank you for the subscription,
Thank
Stanley.
you.
For some reason, I don't have our little.
Yay!
I don't have our little browser thing popped up where we can get the little waving Kermit.
Waving Kermit.
But
Yeah.
we'll do that. But thank you for the subscription. Remember, anybody, if you haven't subscribed yet, you can hit the subscribe button and enter to win a Nintendo Switch by taking a screenshot of that subscription and sending it to unnprizes.com. The instructions are scrolling across the top of the screen constantly, so just check it out. And we are like a mere 42 subscribers away from getting that 1,000 subscribers. So.
Yay.
Okay, so the Negan deal. We have Negan with Jadis at the junkyard. She has his bat. He's on like a little pull-around cart. She has him tied to it. And she's basically going to kill him. But then he manages to get a gun and a flare and threatens to burn like all the pictures that she has. Now, I'll tell you, I'd hate it, but I would have been like, okay, burn the pictures, I'm going to kill you. I mean, I know you have that sentimental thing in the apocalypse, and pictures are really the only tangible thing you would have of somebody.
Oh, yeah.
But at that point, you just gotta weigh your options, because I'm not gonna let some villain live because of photos. I hate it, but you have to weigh your options there.
I mean, true, I guess.
Unless you had some family in that group that we don't know about.
Okay.
And I'm almost positive that probably.
Got a question. Any idea the ratio of walkers to the living in The Walking Dead? 90% walkers, 10% living, 50-50.
That's a good question.
No, I'm
question,
gonna say 100 walkers per one person.
That sounds about right.
100
100 to 1.
Yeah.
I totally agree with that. Maybe even a little more.
It's nowhere near 50-50.
Yeah.
It may even be 200 to 1.
Yeah, that's...
I would say it's anywhere from 1 to 200 to 1. I think we've leveled off at this point. Yeah, I mean, that's one of those things. They've actually addressed it, I think, in the comics. Like, not in the comics, but in, like, the letters pages of the comics. And they've actually gotten on there. I think Kirkman actually did a formula where 1 per so many walkers, and he did, like, the population of the United States, and actually gave a pretty solid number of alive people in the U.S. compared to zombies. And they were like, even if every person went out and killed, 50 zombies a day with no casualties whatsoever, it would take them this many months or this many years. And because somebody had tried to explain or tried to ask, hey, why don't the people just put forth a solid effort and go out with blades and guns and just try to kill all the zombies and wipe them out?
Like Morgan was trying to do.
Yeah, and they were like, no, it was enough of a lopsided difference to where Kirkman was like, not on their best day are they ever going to be able to pull that off.
I can see that.
But I do think over maybe 5, 10, 15 years, the zombies will naturally decompose. They'll be a lot more manageable. And I do foresee a day when it is a walkerless future.
Yeah.
And then, whenever somebody dies, they'll make it a point to pop them right in the head to keep them from coming back. But I think that somebody dying and coming back will always be a problem from this point on. And I think it's in some ways some kind of screwed up evolutionary trait that has happened. It may not even be a virus.
That's true.
As it were. It may just be a continuation of biology.
Right.
Who's to say? It could just be nature correcting itself. You ever seen that movie?
Could be all the processed foods we eat. Let's just throw that out there.
You ever seen that movie, The Happening?
I've not.
Where the trees put out these like pheromones that cause people to commit suicide.
God,
and they
that
basically
sounds
say that it's...
I need to watch that.
It's a Mark Wahlberg movie, I believe. Really good. And it's basically where the plants... The earth is becoming so messed up that the plants have started putting out this pheromone that is killing off...
What'd you say it was called?
Humans. The Happening?
The Happening.
That is a good movie.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
I haven't watched
I mean,
That
I
is a
basically
good
just
movie.
spoiled the major plot point because
It's still creepy.
I think half the movie you wonder what's going on, and I just
You're
told
trying to
everybody
figure
what.
out, I think
Stanley says, I do not know much English, so I forgive.
That's
but
all good.
I think the Fear season is going to be great.
Now here's what I'm worried about. Fear the Walking Dead is premiering in 2 weeks, right after the season finale of The Walking Dead. So here's what we have to weigh: do we just skip Fear the Walking Dead altogether and do a Talking Dead, or do we watch Fear right after Walking Dead goes off just to see how the Morgan thing pans out?
I could give two shits. I'm just telling you.
I think what we may end up doing...
Aren't we going to be doing Westworld on Sunday nights too?
Oh, I think it's
After this?
actually on the 22nd.
I hate starting a show and
Yeah, and then we're going to have to stop it
I
and
know,
start
but-
Westworld. No.
I want to see where Morgan
Well,
is.
you
That
can
might
do that
might
then.
just be something I do on my own on like Mondays or something.
Maybe.
Well, I don't like starting like a show like in the middle of like 5 seasons. I don't know how many seasons.
Okay,
And I'm
yeah.
watching the rest of them.
Yeah, this whole Morgan thing. There's the fan theory about the helicopter was correct that everybody kind of guessed. The next step in that fan theory is that whoever's driving that helicopter will transport Morgan to Texas. That's pretty much the only feasible way he's going to get there.
Yeah.
I don't know for sure.
So why did that
But-
helicopters? I mean, did the helicopter not see them? I'm guessing
Something,
no.
maybe or maybe not. Maybe maybe they figured she was in a really weird place or something. I mean, she had a dude tied to a...
Yeah.
I was under the impression... Well, here's the thing. I was under the impression they killed everybody, but hey, that helicopter was gone. And I'm also saying that helicopter is the same helicopter Rick saw earlier. What was it, last season or the beginning of this season?
Beginning of this one, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, people were saying it was a hallucination. No, it was not.
Nope.
So, what other stories do we... honestly, they found the little boy who's been missing. It seems like he's been missing for as long as Sophia was missing, but no, he's only been gone like 2 episodes.
Yeah.
They were looking for him. Morgan and Carol were. Carol finally found him, brought him back. Morgan finally sees him. Honest to God, here's 2 things I expected that didn't happen. Mm-hmm. Number 1, I expected Morgan to put a knife in the kid's head as soon as he saw it.
Mm-hmm.
Right there in front of God and everybody, and then he takes off, and that's how he ends up on the run.
But that's not what went down.
That did not happen.
No.
He actually sat down with the kid or kind of tapped him on the shoulder and told the kid, hey, I killed the dude who killed your brother. And the kid was like, I'm sorry. And Morgan's like, no, don't be sorry. It was a good thing. And the kid's like, no.
Yeah, the kid's over it.
Yeah, so, I mean, the kid has realized that he screwed up.
Yeah.
So,
Often do.
The other thing that I expected, and call me crazy for this, but... I, honest to God, I don't know why I thought this, but whenever Carol killed the 2 or 3 zombies and then was sitting there hugging the kid, for some reason I expected Carol to die right then. I expected a zombie to pop up out of the water and bite her neck right there in front of that kid. I don't know why I expected that.
Okay.
But I was like, I don't know, for some reason I really figured that would happen.
Whatever floats your boat there.
We did, however.
That would be a sorry way for Carol to
it
come
would
out.
be, but for some reason,
God.
maybe I'm just paranoid right now.
Maybe you are.
We did, however, the long-haired creeper asshole who killed the little kid's brother finally met his demise tonight. Finally,
it was so awesome.
I honestly expected him to be the cause of at least one more decent person's death. But he wasn't.
Morgan took care of his ass.
Yeah, Morgan got him good.
Oh, man. Oh, when the zombie bit his cheek.
Yeah, like tore part of his cheek off. That was...
Yes, it was so awesome.
So Morgan, the dude is running for Morgan. And so these zombies come up the hallway. And Morgan gets one of these like sliding cage doors and shuts it. And so the dude's trapped in there with the zombies. And Morgan grabs the guy and holds him up against the cage through the bars. And the zombies just start tearing him apart while Morgan's holding on to him. God, the guy's like, good. Oh, mercy, please.
Yeah. And like he was showing anybody mercy before that.
Exactly.
No, he got
here we Lateral's 4 degrees says, how close is Fear the Walking Dead taking place to the beginning of The Walking Dead? Here's the thing. Fear the Walking Dead, I think, up to this point, took place before The Walking Dead began. But from what I understand, between last season of Fear the Walking Dead and the season that's about to start in 2 weeks, there's been like a 2-year time jump that catches Fear the Walking Dead up with The Walking Dead
season,
where they're at currently. So the shows right now are taking place at roughly the same time. Yeah, so that's going to be crazy. But at the same time, The Walking Dead is getting ready to do their own time jump in between this season and next. So we'll see, I think, The Walking Dead will be ahead of them again. And there's no telling what's going to happen to Morgan. I'm going to keep an eye on his story. If nothing else, I'm going to keep an eye on him and see what's going on there. There was some other stuff that happened in this episode.
They were spying on Eugene.
Yeah.
Yeah, at the very end, they were spying. Who was it? Rosita and Daryl.
Yep. They were spying on Eugene. Nace made the comment of, don't stop the machine, kill the men. That's why I said they're gonna kill Eugene, because it is correct. Why destroy the machine? Might as well kill the person that's making them.
Now, because they want that machine.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to continue to manufacture bullets, but I don't think they'll be able to do it without Eugene. I think
Maybe.
Eugene is too valuable, and I think they know that Eugene's just kind of going with whoever.
They might, but them two right there,
They
two
haven't
of
really,
those are hung up on revenge.
Yeah, they are.
So, I don't know.
Here's the thing.
And when you hung up on stuff like that, you gonna make stupid decisions.
I was going to say that Eugene still has a part to play, but that part could be taken up by anybody. In the comics, Eugene is the one who talks on the radio for 3 dozen issues to the people who end up being the Commonwealth. But at the same time, I think that Georgie lady that popped up a couple weeks ago, I think they're from the Commonwealth, and I think they've already been communicated, and I don't think the radio storyline will hold any bearing at this point.
Maybe not, yeah.
Even if it is, it's
like
unimportant as to who does it.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
that
not
could
really
just
a
as
major
easily
thing.
be Aaron, or Daryl could take that spot.
Yeah, anybody really.
Anybody.
But
I think even Enid would be
that would be
a really good one. Her just messing around with the radio and hey, the kid's been talking to these other people without us knowing for the past year. You know,
that actually kind of sounds like her, to be honest.
That actually sounds like a heck of a good, if AMC
that sounds like
wants
something Enid would do.
If AMC wants to pay me, I'm here. I think they probably already got that figured out.
Yeah, they probably do.
So
Negan coming back, that was great. We don't know who's in the car with him, but then he tells the guards, like, don't tell nobody that Daddy's home.
Yeah.
I got some surprises, which I can't wait.
Now,
I ain't gonna lie.
He's pissed. He knows something.
Oh yeah, he knows something's up. He knows some heads are fixing to roll. I can't wait.
Now speaking of Negan, he did finally come out and tell Jadis during this episode that Lucille was named after his wife.
And how his wife did everything for him and he didn't do shit for her.
Yep. I want so badly, like next season, for us to have like a 1 or 2 episode arc that's Negan before the apocalypse. I just want to see his backstory. Mm-hmm. I would even be okay with the, like the red machete that they're doing. Mm-hmm. Do it a minute and a half at a time.
Yeah, in commercial breaks.
Because that's how the story was done. They released it 5 pages at a time in that Image Plus magazine.
Oh, okay.
Over the course of a year, and it ended up being like a 60-page story or something like that.
And then they put it all in one book?
Yeah.
Oh,
they put it in a hardcover, which I still have not opened.
I know.
But yeah, I mean, I can't wait to see, because they're going to show it somehow. Mm-hmm. I don't know how, but we're going to see the beginnings of Negan, and that's going to be good, because that's going to, like right now everybody hates him, Sarah. But he is such a conflicted character because, honest to God, he's a nice guy. But I think what it is he's really a crappy leader. Mm-hmm. But he's what they call a situational leader. He was put into a place where he had to be a leader, and he probably thought the only way to rule the people under him, he probably had some issues with some people to begin with, being stupid or whatever, and he figured the only way was to really mess people up with this baseball bat, burn people's faces, and keep people in line, and it just kind of evolved from that. And, anybody who's in a position of power like that is going to be tempted to abuse that power a little bit, and then it just kind of got away from him, and here he is. Once you get in that position, you can't just give it up because there's going to be people after you. So once he got to the point of no return, it's like, well, I got to keep this up, or, if I let somebody else be in charge, I'm going to die. So I do. I'm Team Negan.
I know you are. I like him, but I don't make excuses for him like you do. It's fine.
Yeah. Pretty much.
It's okay.
Yeah.
I'm not making excuses.
You sure did.
Just being real here.
You made excuses for him.
Just being real.
It's cool,
Remember, he bashed Glenn and Abraham's head. Just
He
saying.
did.
That was pretty violent.
We could have this argument all day as to why he did it, but
Yeah, he kept doing it and he wouldn't stop.
got to keep everybody in line.
Anyway.
I need my own bat.
Oh, God. Anyway,
Yeah.
I'm still curious to who's in the car with him.
Okay, let's take guesses as to who's in the car with Negan.
I
Who could it be?
I know. Who could it be? Off by themselves, looking like shit.
Number one, it's not Jadis because he drove off
Well,
in
no,
the junkyard.
and Janice don't look like shit. She cleaned herself up. Because remember he said, if you shook shit off, it'd still look better than you.
So,
Who is it? I don't even know who to guess.
Well, see, that's what I was
oh
thinking.
my God, where's Gabriel at?
It's him. We ain't seen him in a while. He did get lost. We never saw him die. It's Gabriel.
Yeah.
You're right. It's him.
Well, didn't he get recaptured?
I don't think
He
so.
did. He got recaptured and brought
Did
back
he?
to the weapons manufacturer.
Yeah, because he was talking with Eugene, wasn't
Yeah,
he?
so there's no way it could be him.
Bullshit.
There's no way he got loose. Okay,
Ah.
somebody we haven't seen in a while.
It's a replica that we got at the Halloween store.
It is. It was about $20.
It looks good though. Everybody says that.
I can't tell you how many compliments I've gotten on this thing at conventions. Because from a distance or even on the video, it looks
legit.
very real. But it is a foam bat that is pre-made, and everybody was like, "Man, how did you age the barbed wire?" Well,
Yeah.
it's made that way.
It is, and it even, I'll say, if you feel of it, it even kind of feels prickly,
Yeah.
like barbed wire. So it's pretty cool.
You want to feel it, Sarah?
Don't ask to my.
No, she'll
Don't
break
ask
it in
Sarah.
half. I'm worried.
Yeah, to feel your bat, she might break it.
I don't know.
Yeah. Anyway,
But what? God, who could it? I mean,
I just don't know, and I can't wait to find out.
it would have to be somebody that's unaccounted for, and as far as I know,
What about what's his name's wife?
The what?
Lot's
mean-
wife.
That's the only. I mean,
No.
There's no way.
that's the only person I can think of.
I mean, she
who's
has
been out
been-
there.
The only other person who I think is unaccounted for right now is Heath, but Negan's never met him because he disappeared right outside the Oceanside community right before they met Negan.
Is Jesus at the hilltop?
Yes.
Okay. I'm trying to think of people I ain't seen in a minute.
Yeah. I'm not really sure. I don't know who it could be.
I don't either.
But I'm like that's probably my best guess would be Dwight's wife.
That's the only
Maybe,
person
yeah.
I can
Think.
think off the top of my head.
Who guessed that, Sarah?
Yes.
Yeah, I think you might be onto something there.
I mean,
But at the same time, I don't think she would have gotten in the car with him.
no. I don't know. Maybe she might have. I
There's
mean,
nowhere else to
because
go.
here's the thing. Here's what you don't understand.
Okay.
Because you're not a woman. When you've been out by yourself, fitting for yourself, and
Couple weeks at least.
yeah, and then even though the person that you absolutely can't stand pulls up, because I mean that was one of his wives.
Yeah.
I don't want to get in the car with this person, but I ain't got no other choice, and this person has kind of abused me anyway. I don't want him to hurt me. I'm going to go along with it.
She was just going to get in the car as opposed to him chasing her through the woods with a
Yeah,
bat.
that's exactly my thought. Even though she doesn't know he's been through a lot since then, and he probably wouldn't have done that.
Yeah.
In her mind, for all
I think-
she knows, he went looking for her.
I think
You know?
I think that Negan right now
He's a different person
right now.
compared to when she left.
Yeah.
And right now.
I think Negan has tunnel vision on really messing Simon up at this point, and everybody else is kind of getting a free pass at this point.
Yeah.
And I will say the fan theory, a lot of people thought that Jadis was going to hand Negan over to Rick as a prisoner, but that didn't pan out, of course.
Right. And that probably helped him some, too. Her not killing him or anything like that, just letting him go.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I'm sure that made a difference on his personality.
So, I mean, we have 2 more episodes left in this season. And,
But I just know that if I was Dwight's wife and that happened to me, my mind would be like, I need to just get in the car if this person hurts me again.
survive.
Yeah.
Survival. It's amazing what people will do just to live. I guess, a lot of people think a crappy existence is better than no existence at all.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So that's probably where she's at, and I'm sure after being out on the road for...
But that seems pretty good, though.
After being out on the road for 2 or 3 weeks, you probably are going to look like garbage.
Mm-hmm.
And also, there were some videos floating around about why Maggie doesn't look pregnant.
Ooh.
Somebody has actually put together a solid timeline of how many days it's been since episode 1. And, down to within, give or take 10 days, roughly. And they've calculated that Maggie is only about 3.5 months pregnant.
That actually sounds right. So no wonder she doesn't look pregnant,
She's at the point now where she's just got a tiny little bulge that with loose clothing, you're not even going to be able to tell. So
right. Not to mention, she's under a lot of stress.
Yeah.
So she's probably not eating like she should. She's probably not even gaining like she should.
Yeah.
So there's all those to factor in too.
But I'm telling you, during this time jump between seasons 8 and 9, she's going to have the baby. She's going to have the baby, and then the baby's probably going to be up walking around by the time season 9 starts. That's how long
of a time jump it's going to be.
That's how long it was in the comics.
Yeah.
The kid's already moving around and stuff. And there is also a thought in the comics. Just recently, there has been a guy in the comics that Maggie has kind of had an interest in, but she's not wanting to show an interest because she still feels guilty about moving on from Glenn.
Oh, well, yeah.
Even 2-3 years later.
Yeah.
And she actually in the last comic or the comic before that, somebody walks into the weapons, munitions little room, stockpile room, and sees her in her underwear with the guy. She's finally given in.
Yeah.
And people are thinking that in the show it could be the dude that she's just forgiven from the Saviors. That could end up over the course of 2 or 3 years growing into a romantic relationship. The guy that stayed behind from the Saviors.
Wow.
Because there's nobody at the Hilltop with that name.
Yeah.
But this guy kind of fits the bill.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah. So look for possible signs of a Maggie Savior relationship.
Glenn's the father of the kid, man.
Yeah. Glenn, she actually became pregnant by Glenn literally a month before he died.
Yeah.
Because that was in the comic, she became pregnant and then he died. And then in the show, as soon as she said she was pregnant, I was like, oh, he's gonna die.
I was like, oh, let me get him.
Not like that. God almighty.
That's exactly what
Okay,
I
that
like.
was in poor taste.
Oh my
Jeez.
gosh.
Can't believe you did that.
Negan's like, she's pregnant? Glenn! It's time. Your time is limited.
Yeah, he jacked that bat off real good, didn't he?
Hot diggity dog.
Yeah, exactly. Like a dog.
Hot diggity dog.
Like a wiener dog.
Anyway.
Did you hear that? He said, suck my nuts.
Exactly.
Funny. All right, let's wrap this.
Yeah,
We've been talking for a while.
It's time.
It is. It's time on that note. Let's wrap this.
Oh my God. Good times.
All right, so
We did already get a thumbs down. Thank you for whoever did that. I love the interaction regardless.
Oh, okay. Update my thing so I can look at it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's actually the interesting thing is whether you love us or hate us, I absolutely totally support you giving us some interaction. Comments, tell us how bad we suck.
Yeah, because I mean, interaction is interaction, and I mean, your example, what was it? The Ghostbusters trailer.
Yeah. God Almighty! Like the Ghostbusters trailer broke the YouTube record for thumbs down votes. But it was also, because of all the interaction, was one of like the top grossing ad revenue videos of all time as well.
Because, which proves thumbs down don't mean shit, really. And if you want to put us a thumb down, the more thumbs down we got, people are going to be like, why does this video suck so bad? Click and watch it.
Yeah. The funny thing is, like YouTube with your thumbs up and thumbs down, they might as well just get rid of those and just put one big block there that says interact. Because that's what it is, basically. It counts the same. But, I mean, we understand we're not for everybody. And occasionally somebody clicks on here hoping that it's like a bootleg episode of the show.
And it's us
and
instead.
it's funny because I mean I don't want to be like a total dick to anybody, but if you're on there looking for like illegal copies and you click on us, I actually kind of find it funny.
Yeah, you kind of get what you deserve looking for illegal stuff.
Because honest to God, we paid for the episode. Like we
have a Sling account.
Yeah, we actually pay $20 a month just to watch The Walking Dead. Seriously, we don't watch anything else on that account.
No.
We pay $20 a month to watch The Walking Dead, and
Well, to be fair, we're kind of busy watching everything else, you know.
I mean, I honestly see us probably canceling it after The Walking Dead, because all we're going to be watching is Westworld.
So you can say there'll be no point in having it then.
Yep. But anyway, that's enough of our, you know.
We had to get off topic at least once. We did good.
Yeah.
We did good.
We did a really good job today of staying on topic and talking about the episode. And
to be fair, Goku wasn't in the chat asking stupid stuff.
we don't have
Love him, but for real, he gets us off topic.
He does. He tends to do that. All right. Well, that's it for tonight. Our everything's done tonight. We will be back tomorrow night with some Skyrim.
Yep.
Tuesday night, 9 p.m. Check us out. We're going to be interviewing Poetic Steam Hippie. That's going to be like her third time on the channel talking to us. We're going to be joining her live via Skype at 9 p.m. Eastern Tuesday night. Wednesday night, we're going to be doing a live review of the 7th episode of Westworld's first season. Thursday's going to be UNN Live.
You remembered it, yay.
That's going to be live at 6 p.m. Eastern, live from Infinity Flux. And then Friday and Saturday night is going to be Marvel Cinematic Universe movie reviews. That's going to be what? Captain America Civil War and... No, Age of Ultron.
No, Age of Ultron and Ant-Man.
Yep, Age of Ultron will be Friday night, Ant-Man will be Saturday night. Neither one of y'all
have seen either one of those.
Have seen either one of them,
So,
and I can't wait, because I've only seen each of those once. So it'll be almost like watching it again, because I went and saw each of those in theaters and haven't touched them since. So, all right. Well, everybody have a good rest of the night. We'll see everybody tomorrow night for Skyrim.
Yay.
And we'll be seeing Single Sarah at some point during the week.
Yeah.
Definitely Wednesday.
It'll be Wednesday at the
Definitely
latest.
Wednesday, maybe Tuesday.
But all right,
Friday,
we're gonna play everybody out with our theme song by the band Radio Cult. It's called Shoot the Dead. It's the official theme song of the Spoiling Dead on Untitled Nerd Network. I'm Lonnie.
I'm Amberlicious.
I'm Single Sarah.
And this is Lucille. And we are Untitled Nerd Network, brought to you by Infinity Flux out of Hickson, Tennessee. Listen to our theme song, and we'll see everybody tomorrow night.